అని అనుకుంటారు, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఈజీ. So, hello everyone, this is Tejasvi Shivkumar and I welcome you all to my channel. First thing, chemistry andaru chala tough అని అనుకుంటారు. సో అందుకే నేను ఫస్ట్ కెమిస్ట్రీ స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామని అనుకుంటున్నాను టు మేక్ ఇట్ ఈజీ అండ్ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్. సో ఫస్ట్ I would like to start with reaction mechanisms because it is very important topic. Now, what is a reaction mechanism? It is nothing but a step-by-step procedure by which the substrate is getting converted to a product. So first thing, what is this substrate? It is a compound or a molecule on which the changes takes place so that it will be getting converted to the product. So now what is an attacking reagent? It is nothing but the which cause the changes in substrate. And now attacking reagents are of following types: electrophiles, nucleophiles and free radicals. When these attack on the substrate, they will be giving intermediates which are highly reactive, and the intermediates are of the following types: carbocations, carboanions, carbenes, free radicals, and they will undergo further reaction to give products. So there are many reactions like substitution reactions, addition reactions, elimination reactions, rearrangement reactions. Again, nucleophilic substitution reactions, nucleophilic addition reactions, electrophilic substitution, electrophilic addition, free radical substitution reactions, etc. So in our coming videos, we will discuss one by one in detail along with previous year question papers. So now, first thing, before I start with SN1 and SN2, that is nucleophilic substitution reactions, there are few things which you need to know. First thing, we have to know about attacking reagents, that is electrophiles, nucleophiles and free radicals. See, electrophiles ante enti? Electron loving species or electron deficient species. They will be positively charged like H+, H3O+, NHO+, Cl+, Br+, NO2+, R+, carbocation, etc. Because they are electron deficient, they will be carrying positive charge. Apart from this, they can be neutral molecules which are having incomplete octet configuration. Endukala? See, take an example of BF3 here. BF3, in which the central atom is the boron, which is having incomplete octet configuration. Daniki mottham 8 electrons left. So this also can be considered as an electrophile which requires an electron pair to make the stable configuration, to make the stable octet. So all AlCl3, BF3, SO3 will be considered as electrophiles. Now coming to nucleophiles, and yes, one more thing under electrophiles, positively charged species అని అంటున్నాం కదా. సో దీన్ని ఎలక్ట్రోఫైల్గా కన్సిడర్ చేయొచ్చా? వాట్ అబౌట్ దిస్? పాజిటివ్ ఛార్జ్ అయితే ఉంది కదా. నో, దే వర్ నాట్ కన్సిడర్ యాజ్ ఎలక్ట్రోఫైల్స్. వై? Na+ అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్రెడీ హ్యావింగ్ స్టేబుల్ ఆక్టెట్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఆక్టెట్ రావాలి కాబట్టి 1 ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఇచ్చేసింది, పాజిటివ్ ఛార్జ్ వచ్చింది. సో దే డోంట్ నీడ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్. సో దీస్ వర్ నాట్ కన్సిడర్డ్ యాజ్ ఎలక్ట్రోఫైల్స్. సో దిస్ మీన్స్ దాట్ ఎలక్ట్రోఫైల్స్ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ అన్ ఎంప్టీ p orbital to accept the electron pair. Clear? Now, what are nucleophiles? Nucleus ante positive charge. Nucleus lo positive charge kada undedi. Philes, loving. So these are positively charged loving species anamata. Ante nucleophiles ante they are electron rich species. They will be negatively charged. Electron excess or electron rich undante negative kada. Now OH minus, Cl minus, Br minus, Cn minus, etc. All the negatively charged species or all the electron rich species will be considered as nucleophiles. Now they can be neutral molecules having lone pair of electrons. Example, ammonia, NH3, water, H2O, in which oxygen have 2 lone pairs to donate, alcohols, ROH, ROR, ether, etc. So there are 2 more points which you have to know about nucleophiles. See, as electronegativity increases, nucleophilicity decreases. What does this mean? So first thing, what is electronegativity? Electronegativity ante ability to attract the electrons towards itself. So as electronegativity increases, ante ఆ attraction ఎంత గట్టిగా చాలా స్ట్రాంగ్ గా ఉంటే మనం ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ అంత తొందరగా ఇవ్వలేము, ఎందుకంటే దే ఆర్ strongly attracted towards the electronegative atom. So as the electronegativity increases, nucleophilicity decreases. So one more thing, సో across a period nucleophilicity decreases అంటే ఇలా ఉంటుంది, ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ఆర్డర్ ఇలా ఉంటుంది. So as we move down the group, nucleophilicity increases. So, and one more thing we have to know is, as the steric hindrance increases, nucleophilicity decreases. So what does this mean? Steric hindrance అంటే ఏంటి? క్రౌడీనెస్ అంటే ఎక్కువ క్రౌడ్గా ఉంటే న్యూక్లియోఫిలిసిటీ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకు? ఎక్కువ మంది జనాలు ఉంటే ఆ న్యూక్లియోఫైల్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఇవ్వడం కష్టం. సో ఆ స్టీరిక్ హిండరెన్స్ ఇంక్రీజెస్, న్యూక్లియోఫిలిసిటీ డిక్రీజెస్ అనమాట. సో న్యూక్లియోఫిలిసిటీ ఈజ్ ఇన్వర్స్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ టు స్టీరిక్ హిండరెన్స్. సో ఎగ్జాంపుల్, see CH3O minus is there. Next CH3, CH2, this is there. Now next followed by so look at these molecules. Here in the third structure, steric hindrance is more. So then here it is less and here it is very much less. Now the nucleophilicity order will be this. Nucleophilicity order will be this. So as the steric hindrance increases, nucleophilicity decreases. Next we have to study about leaving group. So what is this leaving group? Pairlone undi kada, it will leave the substrate. Then the nucleophile is going to get substituted in the place of that leaving group. See, for example, this is our substrate. Yes, now this is our leaving group. Leaving group, it will, what it will do, ఈ leaving group వెళ్ళిపోయేటప్పుడు ఈ electrons ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఈ bond electrons, it will take along with it and leave as anion. So this is leaving group. Studying and knowing about this leaving group is also important. See, what makes a good leaving group? First thing, good leaving group should stabilize the negative charge. ఇప్పుడు ఇది మనకి బయటకు వచ్చేసినాక నెగటివ్ ఛార్జే కదా ఉండేది. So it have to stabilize this negative charge. Now next thing, it should be a weak base. Now it should be stable when it leaves. That means the leaving group, when it have left the substrate, it should be very much stable. Now it should have large size and low electronegativity. Low electronegativity అంటే అట్రాక్షన్ తక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడే తొందరగా బయటకు వచ్చేస్తుంది. అదే మనకి ఎలక్ట్రోనెగటివ్ ఆటంకి గట్టిగా మంచిగా అట్రాక్ట్ అయి ఉంటే ఎందుకు వస్తుంది? రాలేదు కదా ఈజీగా. సో ఇట్ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ లో ఎలక్ట్రోనెగటివ్ ఆటమ్. ఇట్ షుడ్ బి లో ఎలక్ట్రోనెగటివ్ ఆటమ్. దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఆర్డర్ ఆఫ్ ద లీవింగ్ గ్రూప్స్ విచ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు నో, which you have to memorize. Ante, see, the order will be brosylate, which is Br(C6H4SO2O-). Dini formula idi. Tosylate, CH3C6H4SO2O-. Then followed by this triflate, mesylate. Then comes our halogens, I-, Br-, chlorine-, F-, then OH-, OR-, NH2-. See, this is the order of the leaving groups. Ante manki first lo unnavani good leaving groups, last lo unnavani bad leaving groups. Why? Endukala? And what are these groups? ఈ పేర్లు కూడా ఇంతకు ముందు ఎప్పుడు వినలేదు. ఏంటి ఈ గ్రూప్స్ ఏంటి అండ్ వై దే ఆర్ ఎక్సలెంట్ లీవింగ్ గ్రూప్స్. సో హియర్ కమ్స్ ద స్ట్రక్చర్ ఫర్ దెమ్. సి బ్రోజైల్ అంటే వచ్చేసి parabromo, this is phenyl, parabromo phenyl sulfonyl. So these are nothing but the sulfonate groups anamata. This is the structure for brosyl. Now coming to tosylate. So here it will be toluene group, sulfonyl. Next triflate, CF3 ఉంటుంది. So these are the structures for these. Now why they are excellent leaving groups? Now I will take an example of this one, tosylate. See here, Rx is our substrate అని చెప్తున్నాం కదా. So in the place of X I am keeping this OTS, that is tosylate. See, so this is the structure. So X place lo I have substituted OTS, that is tosylate. Now ఏమవుతుంది, this group should take the electrons, these electrons, and it should leave as good leaving group. ఈ electrons ని తీసుకొని బయటకు వచ్చేయాలి. లీవింగ్ గ్రూప్ అంటే అదే కదా. Now here R will get partial positive charge and this will get negative charge. This will get positive charge and this will get negative charge. Now let us see what will happen. R plus here oxygen is getting negative charge. అంటే ఈ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ కూడా దీని దగ్గరికి వచ్చేస్తే ఇంకొక పేరు 1 2 3 4 5 6. క్లియర్? నౌ ద రెస్ట్ ఈజ్ సేమ్. S double bond O, S double bond O. The rest is same. Now this is the anion. Now Now, what happens here? Why is it a good leaving group here? Is see, it can participate in resonance. Kada lone pair can participate in resonance. So, this is what happened in resonance. So now the next structure will be O double bond S, and one of this oxygen will attract these electrons, and here it will get minus. This is as it is. This is the one resonance structure. Now the other resonance structure can be, this can get back and these pi electrons can move towards oxygen, and finally what we will get? See, in these three structures the negative charge is stabilized. So the point here, it is good leaving group should stabilize the negative charge. So this is resonance stabilized. Andukani these are very good leaving groups, and basing on the strides ee order ichar manaki, which is very important. We have to memorize, and please note down this order. Now this is all about leaving groups. Next we have to know about solvents. So the solvents also play an important role in nucleophilic substitution reactions. So first of all, what are the different types of solvents? They are polar and non-polar solvents. So under polar means which will be having electronegativity difference. They will not have any electronegative difference. So examples will be hexane. Any hydrocarbon chain kada undedi, so they will not have much electronegative difference, and so they are non-polar. Now coming to polar solvents which are having electronegativity difference, again they are divided into two types. They are polar protic and polar aprotic. So name చూస్తూనే అర్థమవుతుంది కదా, protic means which will be having acidic proton. So aprotic అంటే obviously no acidic proton will be there. Yes. Now next thing, see here, hydrogen should be attached to electronegative atoms like OH. See, take the examples of water. See, hydrogen is attached to electronegative atom, and so water is an polar protic solvents. Then next coming the alcohols. H is attached to electronegative atom which is an acidic proton, and so this is also polar protic solvents. Next, CH3 C double bond OH. This is acetic acid. So now see here, H is attached to electronegative atom, and this will also comes under polar protic solvents. Now examples for polar aprotic solvents. Very good example will be CH3 C double bond OCH3. What is this? Acetone. Yes, acetone. So acetone lo ఏమవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు మనకి? This is the electronegative atom oxygen, and it does not have any hydrogen. అదే కదా చెప్పింది, polar aprotic. So electronegative atom కి మనకి hydrogen లేదు. Now other examples will be DMF, DMS, DMA అంటే ఏంటి? Yes, first thing see, this is dimethyl sulfoxide, DMSO. I repeat, DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide. So look at the electronegative atom, దానికి కూడా hydrogen లేదు. So this is also counted under polar aprotic solvents. Now next example will be dimethyl formamide. This is called DMF, dimethyl formamide. So దీనికి కూడా oxygen K proton లేదు, polar aprotic solvents. Next, if I replace this H with CH3, DMA, dimethyl acetamide. So one more example will be See, these all polar aprotic solvents which are not having any acidic proton or a which to donate. Now what will happen if it is like this? See here we have hydrogen attached to the electronegative atom. Sorry, here you can see hydrogen attached to electronegative atom. Now in the reaction, first the ionization will be taking place and therefore cations and anions, positive charge and negative charge species అయితే produce అవుతాయి కదా. Negative charge leaving out will obviously leave out as negative charge and the other will be positive charge. Now what will happen is here so here hydrogen will be getting partial positive charge and the oxygen will be getting partial negative charge. And మన reaction లో cations ఉంటాయి కదా, cation. So the cation in the reaction gets stabilized by the electron donation of the oxygen. Cations. See here anions కూడా ఉంటాయి కదా, మరి అలాగే ఇక్కడ మన హైడ్రోజన్కి పాజిటివ్ ఛార్జ్ ఉంది. సో ద anions which we have got in this reaction will be stabilized by hydrogen bonding of partial positive H bonding. So polar protic solvents use చేస్తే which are having high dielectric constants, hydrogen bonding అనేది possible అవుతుంది. So that the ionic species, cations and the anions that are produced in the reactions will get stabilized. Now look about the aprotic solvents. Aprotic solvents ki first thing acidic proton లేదు అంటే electronegativity లేదు. So they can stabilize only cations. See, anions ని స్టెబిలైజ్ చేయాలి అని అంటే H కావాలి. H అనేది మనకు లేనప్పుడు these polar aprotic solvents will be stabilizing only cations, not anions. Anions will be unaffected. So this is all about polar protic and the polar aprotic solvents. Next we will be discussing about nucleophilic substitution reactions.